Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Onyinye, and if today is the first day you are seeing me, you are highly welcome. I'm so sorry I have done this video and I wanted to start it, but due to a lot of, will I say, I was having some consultation and it became a group one. Then I have to sort it out. And bills that he said weren't and, his. And there's when we have new students here, they are trying to settle down, so whenever they call you, you have to drop what you are doing and pick their calls. So that's what happened. So today I'll be telling you about Luxembourg, the richest country on earth. Yes, Luxembourg is the richest country on earth, and you can imagine how much they will be paying their carers. Now, caregivers job, you don't need degree, you don't need certification. All you need is that care skill training. Yes, which in many cases you can get the practical knowledge in YouTube or in other video channel. So now, how do you navigate that? How do you start moving to Luxembourg, or how do you prepare to get this job? First of all, it's my job to supply you the links where you will see the job. The second of it is your own job to sit down this weekend and make more applications. Then the third of it is for you to get your requirements, paperwork in order. So when we say paperwork, we say, okay, as a carer, degree is not needed, no certification, except in so many cases they would want you to have like GSCE, which is the standard West African Examination Council. But then it doesn't matter. What matters is that skill certificate that you need. Okay, how do you start this? First of all, if you are in Nigeria, you are a qualified care worker. The only thing that will make you unqualified is that you don't use the same like equipment they are using to take care of your your family members or the people in your care. That's the only difference. But anybody born in Nigeria is officially a care worker, human, a care worker. Let me just put it like that. Okay, you will ask me, what do I mean? I mean, any training from taking care of your grandparents, from taking care of your mother or your father when they are sick, from taking care of your siblings, you have done this care work. That is what is called care work. But then, let us go further. You will not ask, why is it different if you are a carer, you can take care of your sick ones? Why don't you, start, applying without waiting to do some necessary certification? That is where I come in here. Now, you have done these care practicals. You know how to take care of, even bath your grandmother, do everything, give them medication. You know all that. But hang on. Now, the place you are going to, they don't do things the way you do it. I'll give you an example. Number one is this: they don't move people with their bare hands. They don't, the people who say that they are disabled or vulnerable people or whatever. There's all equipment in anything, even if the person is bedridden, there's equipment that is available for you to use to take care of that person. In Africa, if this thing is a human being now, we'll carry it with our hands. Even if the person is big, we cannot carry it. We get people to carry it, to help us to carry the person. I don't mean it. I mean a human being. To get the person, to the bathroom or anything, or even change the person position, we use our bare hands. Okay, you are coming in a place where you don't need to use your bare hands. You need to use hoisting, you need to use sliding sheet, you need to use bedpan, you need to use wheelchair properly, you need to use even a transfer bench or transfer wood or something like that. There are a lot that you need to know how to use, because where you are coming from, there's no any training for those things. Mhm. There's somebody that was telling me something. The mother had cancer. When your mother, the mother had cancer. So she's the one that took care of the mother while the mother spent like 7 months in the hospital. So now she came here. She said that she doesn't need any training that because she has done in the interview, she told them that the mother had died of cancer and all that, and she's the one. So they took her based on that experience. So now they now told her that she would do some training because all the care homes that you might go, they will have their in-house training they must give you. What happens is that they asked them who has experience in taking care of people, and she said yes, and they gave her sling to put on somebody so that they can put it on hoist. She's looking at them. She said she doesn't know how to do it. And they said, but you said you have done this job. And she said, yes. He said, okay, how do you transfer your mom? She said she used her hands. And those people, they, they started telling her, no, 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 we don't touch people like that. So that kind of thing is why I gave you guys link here to go and watch that training. It is a free training on YouTube. But I don't know why people don't like using free things to get by on things that they want. You might go to Allison and get like a current certification, but the practicals is where everything starts and ends. Okay, so you must know how to use Slink, you must know how to use bedpan, you must know how to use a lot of equipment that they use in taking care of people, and even colostrum bag or colostrum bag, the bag that they put in people in stomach so that they can pass feces from there. You should know how to use, because it's a care work something. They might send you to a place where is the person is using that bag to go to toilet, and you'll be looking at them. You get, so you need thorough training. So there's a link on, I think is I pinned this link in a pinned messages. You go and check that link. What it will do for you here is that it will help you learn for free on YouTube how to use those equipment. That is second part and not the least. The last one here is this. When you start applying for jobs, Luxembourg, there's no any age limit in Luxembourg. There's no like IELTS, but the proficiency in English. That's why I said if you already have West African examination and you have credit on it, go and redo your certification to any country in the West or close to where you want to go. So now, assuming that you are not, because most people they start with minimum wage, they never get up, because any job that you will get in care is almost a minimum wage job because that's what they pay them. Now, what you need to do here is this: when you get all your certification and you do so many training, medication, manual handling, safeguarding, find it on YouTube and do it so that when you go to the interview table, you will be sound, you will be talking like a human that know what they are doing. Apart from that, you might have issue. So it is always good to get those training before you work, because your first day of work, you might face a lot of things and it might scare you. So now, where can you get this job? There are places where you can get this job. After this video, tomorrow morning, I will send all the links in the group so that we can take it from there. Now, you need a valid international passport. You need your clean criminal record. Go to any police station close to you, they will give it to you. Then the third one, you need all your certification in that qualification that you are applying, maybe radiography, maybe care work, you need certification. Then the fourth one, you also need medical insurance, travel insurance, and again, you need to secure accommodation because they are not obligated to you to give you anything because you are not their own citizen. So now, you now have to go and look for jobs with the links I will send to you guys, maybe before I go to bed or maybe tomorrow. I'll send you this link, use this link, find a job and make application. Don't use one application to apply for 10 thing, maybe even if they are the same. Every, care home or disabled people's home has that kind, the kind of, will I say, training, the kind of, because that training that you did every 1 year, you will be redoing it. Maybe, will I say, I wouldn't say auxiliary nurses are not nurses, but you will still find out that getting to know how to use this equipment will make you stand out on interview. Don't, because once you show them that you don't really know anything about care, they will put you in the least position. But when you do those training online, you will understand what we are saying. And they are free on YouTube. I'll give you a link that you will use to go and learn any, care work role, even if it's physiotherapy assistant that you want to learn, they are all there. So if you have any question, you can ask in the comment section. If you don't have any question, we can call it a night. But remember this, I'll supply the link before you wake up. And don't ever, don't ever apply for a job with one CV. I don't know what to say, but maybe one person will say why one day. So, guys, I will see you guys tomorrow and I will give you all the link that you need. So, when you see those links, apply. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.